Welcome to Dear Kamina, a show where people ask real questions about real life situations. Let's get to it. Dear Kamina, why is it so hard to make friends? Every time I think I've met a woman worth building a friendship with, they either betray me or just generally bring nothing but toxicity into my life. Is it even possible for a grown woman to find quality new friends who respect the girl code? Well, I feel like this is such a common theme amongst like female friendships. Listen, we need to just think about what kind of friends we are. What kind of friendship are we offering to other people? That is my response to this question. I can't tell you how to find other high quality friendships. I can only tell people how to be better friends. Be better friends. So I would start with defining the characteristics of a good friend. Is it someone who's reliable? Is it someone who is honest? Is it someone who is funny with a sense of humor? Whatever the qualities are, they're going to be subjective to you and what you need in your life or what you want in your life. But there are a few like key characteristics that are probably going to show up on everybody's list. You want somebody who's honest, right? You don't want somebody who's going to lie to you all the time. You want somebody who's reliable, meaning that you're not calling them for every single problem, but when you do really need them, they are there. And you want somebody who is going to like be loyal. You know, they're not gonna tell all your business to other people. They're not gonna be gossiping about you behind your back. I feel like if me and you are really friends, like real friends, you're not gonna go be friends with somebody who's not friends with me. I'm talking like me and you have already been friends and you know that me and this other woman are not on good terms or whatever, there's been whatever issue between us, and then you go and befriend that person. Not a good friend. So yeah, there are certain things that are gonna be on everybody's list. That should be on everybody's list. Once you make this list, think about how many of these items are on here are authentic and significant. How many of these items on here are things that have to come from a high quality friendship, and how many things are things that may become a dime a dozen? Like if on your friendship list you want somebody that you could go out and party with, it's like that's a dime a dozen. You can find a lot of people that you can go out and party with. So I'm not telling you how to make your list. Do whatever is important to you, but I'm saying to make sure that you're putting things of quality on there, things that are substantial, that will benefit you. And I'm not saying benefit you in a selfish way. I mean in a way that any friend or person that you allow in your life should be bringing some type of light or sparkle to your life that was not there before. That's how your list is going to have substantial things on it. If you think about things that will benefit my growth, that's a friend, I think. You know, I mean, but you came to me. You wanted to know my opinion. So this is how I feel about it. Once you like make that list, and it doesn't have to be a real physical list, but I love lists. So I think you should really write it down, what type of friend you're looking for. But once you make that list, look at it and kind of check off the things that you feel like you are that friend to other people. If you're looking for a reliable friend, think about, am I reliable? Am I a reliable friend? If you're looking for a trustworthy and honest friend, am I trustworthy? Am I honest? Right? You want these things from other people that you're not willing to provide yourself. That's not cool. Like, you can't have all these expectations for people and you're not trying to put in the work too. So this is a really crucial part of finding quality friendship, is making sure that you are offering quality friendship. If we all do our part in working on that, I don't think we will still have the issue of all this toxicity that women bring into each other's lives. If we're all focused on growing and being better people and better friends. So yeah, look at yourself, okay? Don't lie to yourself. That's really important. If you look at yourself and ask yourself, am I a good friend? This is not the time to be like, oh yeah, I'm a great friend. This is not the time, because you're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping your current or future friends by saying, yeah, I think I'm a great friend, and you know that you're not. You know you're not. And that doesn't mean that it's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that, you know, you're like this evil person, but it's important for you to realize that you're not reciprocating. That's a big a big thing that ends friendships, is the lack of reciprocation. Now, we're not talking about being, what's that word? Transactional, where it's like, if you do this for me, then I'll do this for you. No, but it should be both people functioning like, I am doing these things because this is my friend, and I know that they would do the same for me, and I want to be there for them just like how I want them to be there for me. We need to both be pulling our weight. That is what high quality friendship is built on, reciprocation. It's really important. So think about that. Think about, what kind of friend am I? Am I a giver? Am I a taker? Or am I well balanced? That is really important, because if you are a giver, that means that you are giving yourself to people who don't deserve it. You're giving all this energy to friendships that are not benefiting you. That's how you end up with toxic friendships, because you're giving and giving and giving and giving. And there are people out there who can like sniff it out. They can sense people like you, and they will take advantage of it. It's a sad fact, but it's a fact nonetheless. So you need to be careful and preserve your own energy, and be really like picky about how you expend it on other people. Which leads me to my next, I guess, piece of advice, is to look at your other friendships that you have now and the ones that you've had in the past, the ones that have not worked out, and think about, what role did I play in that relationship? Was I the giver and I gave way too much and didn't get anything back? Was I a taker and I was just always accepting their help and never really there to offer any? Was I trying to be a balanced individual and then some other quality about this person turned me off from them? Think about all those things, because that will help you in the future. That'll keep you from making those same mistakes in the future. The real reason why we continue to encounter the same types of problems in our lives is usually because we didn't learn a lesson that we're supposed to learn. If you keep running into the same type of people that are bringing the same types of problems into your lives, it's a lesson that you need to learn, and you need to figure it out, or else you're going to keep going back around and back around and back around that loop. That is an endless cycle. And sometimes when you start connecting those dots, you'll see commonalities between all of your past friendships, or even commonalities between your failed friendships and your failed relationships. You'll see similar qualities in those people. And so you need to like kind of focus on that and really bring a microscope to it and really look at, what about these people and what about this situation made me feel like these people didn't no longer deserve my time. I think once you discover that and really pinpoint it, you can pinpoint within yourself, maybe something that you need to work on in yourself that's causing you to like be so mad at these people, that is really something within you that's they're bringing out. Okay, we need to think about that. Or if you realize, okay, all of these people, they all were really bad with like, you know, keeping dates. When you meet new people, if you see those qualities at the beginning, if at the beginning of a friendship people, they're already flaking on you, if they're doing that at the beginning, it's likely going to continue. If you see these qualities in people the moment you meet them, take precaution, take a step back, let them show you what kind of friend they are. You can't keep pushing and pushing and pushing for people to be something for you that they can't be. Sorry. You hope that everybody will grow and change, but it's not always your job to let somebody come into your life because they can grow. You know, if you meet somebody, a new friend, and they are not where you want them to be as a friend, they don't need to be in your life, and you don't owe them anything. You don't owe them your friendship. You don't owe them your love. You don't. They didn't do the right things to set that foundation of friendship, so let it go. My final word of advice on this topic is just, everybody needs to look within themselves and assess what you need from a friend. Think about who you are as a friend, and consider if there are common traits in the people that you have befriended in the past that have not worked out. Those are 3 things I say you should go do. And hopefully when you start there, it'll start unpacking a bunch of other stuff for you. You'll become enlightened when you start looking at all those different factors. Look at yourself, look at your relationships, and look at the failed ones. And then that way maybe you can start avoiding these toxic people, because you could figure out what is it that is bringing them to my doorstep. Why do they keep showing up here? What are y'all trying to teach me? I'm ready to learn it so that I don't keep bringing these toxic people into my life. I hope you liked the video. If so, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to Communication. If you have some advice that you would like to give this person, make sure you put it down in the comments. And if you have a question that you want to ask, just send it in.